You sit down to get things done, laptop open, ready to lock in. Then, before you even type a single sentence, your hand twitches. You open a new tab. You check your email. Then, the news. 20 minutes pass in a blur of scrolling, and you haven't started. When you force your eyes back to the original screen, you feel a physical, itchy restlessness. Your brain feels foggy, your jaw is tight, and your mind is screaming for anything else. You feel lazy, undisciplined, and deeply frustrated with your own brain. But this isn't a simple failure of will. To your nervous system, sustained concentration is a heavy biological tax. Today, we're looking at why you are evolutionarily wired to hate focusing in the modern world. We're talking about the foraging mindset, the attention economy, and why your inability to sit still isn't a character flaw. It's a predictable reaction to a rigged ecosystem. For 99% of human history, sitting still and staring at a single object for hours was a great way to get eaten. Our ancestors survived because they possessed a foraging mindset. They constantly scanned the horizon, hypersensitive to any sudden flash of movement or change. New information meant survival. A rustle in the bushes could mean food or a predator. Your brain treats information exactly like food. Every time you switch tabs or check a notification, your brain releases a tiny squirt of dopamine, the chemical reward for finding a new berry bush. Sustained focus, however, requires your prefrontal cortex to burn a massive amount of glucose just to suppress that natural instinct to forage. The agony you feel when trying to focus isn't laziness, it's your primal brain trying to save calories and demanding that you go back to scanning the environment. Your brain is being actively outgunned by a modern software trend known as micro-engagement optimization. Tech companies no longer just design apps to be useful. They employ neuroscientists to study how to break your concentration. The timed pings, the haptic buzzes, the pull to refresh animations, these are weaponized psychological triggers designed to exploit your brain's natural curiosity gap. This is the strip mining of human attention. You don't hate focusing because your willpower is weak. You hate it because you are trying to concentrate inside a digital casino designed to make you look away. Every app on your phone treats your attention as a scarce resource to be mined and sold to advertisers. Your brain is a beautiful biological machine being systematically targeted by billions of dollars of corporate code optimized to induce chronic distraction. You aren't losing your mind. Your mind is being stolen. Think about the magic of hyperfocus. When you play a great video game, read a gripping thriller, or work on a creative passion project, hours vanish in what feels like minutes. You don't hate focusing then. Focus is a cooperative agreement between your willpower and your dopamine system. When a task is new, high stakes, or intrinsically rewarding, your brain floods the system with dopamine naturally, making concentration effortless. But modern work and school demand that we focus on highly abstract, dry, repetitive tasks, like filling out spreadsheets or reading compliance manuals. This creates a severe neural drought. Your brain looks at the spreadsheet, calculates the dopamine return, and says, "Absolutely not. This is a dead berry bush. Go check your phone." The friction you feel is just your brain's natural refusal to expend premium energy on a zero reward task. We call it multitasking, and we wear it like a badge of honor. But cognitively, multitasking is a myth. What you are actually doing is continuous partial attention. You work on a project while your email is open in the corner and your phone is sitting face up next to your keyboard. Every time your eyes drift to a text message or a Slack ping, your brain has to perform a context switch. It takes your brain an average of 23 minutes to fully refocus on a deep task after a single brief interruption. Even a 2-second glance leaves a ghostly residue of that distraction, what psychologists call attention residue, clogging up your working memory. You hate focusing because you are constantly running your brain with 10 heavy background apps open, and your internal processor is overheating from the friction of switching between them. If you are currently watching this while feeling guilty about a half-finished task sitting in another tab, take a breath. Your attention span is not broken, it is just exhausted. We live in a culture of toxic productivity that treats the human mind like a machine that should run at 100% capacity for 8 hours straight. If we get distracted, we treat it as a personal, moral failure. But you are a human being, not a silicon processor. Your capacity for deep, sustained focus is a finite biological resource that tops out at about 4 hours a day. even under perfect conditions. Forgiving your hand for twitching toward your phone, acknowledging that the digital world is intentionally designed to distract you, and letting go of the expectation of flawless robotic efficiency is the only way to reclaim your peace. At the end of the day, hating to focus is a completely normal reaction to an abnormal environment. Reclaiming your focus isn't about buying a new planner, drinking more caffeine, or downloading a productivity app. It's about building a fortress around your mind. It's about clearing the digital clutter and accepting that deep work is supposed to feel a little slow, a little boring, and a little heavy at first. Your attention is the most valuable thing you own. It is the literal lens through which you experience your entire life. Don't give it away for free to an algorithm that doesn't care about you. So the next time you feel that urge to open a new tab, pause. Let the restlessness pass. And remember that staying on the page is the ultimate form of modern rebellion. If you are currently watching this video instead of doing the thing you actually sat down to do, hit that like button. Subscribe for more honest deconstructions of the modern mind. And tell me in the comments, what is the absolute dumbest rabbit hole you've fallen down when you were supposed to be focusing? I'll see you in the next one. Turn off the notifications, put the phone in another room, and maybe close those extra tabs.